Juanita Bynum, known for her powerful words and unshakable faith, has shocked the world with a revelation that no one saw coming. For years, she kept a secret struggle hidden from the public eye, something deeply personal that has finally come to light. What she endured is heartbreaking, and the truth behind it is far more intense than anyone could imagine. Stay with us, because what comes next will leave you speechless. Juanita Bynum has long been a figure of inspiration, but behind the powerful messages and public appearances, a deeply personal battle was unfolding, one that she kept hidden from everyone. In this video, we are going to uncover the truth behind this secret struggle, reveal insider details, and explore the emotional journey she has endured. You won't believe what happened next. From private moments of despair to shocking revelations that rocked her closest circles, this story goes far beyond what has ever been shared publicly. This is where it gets interesting because what we will reveal could completely change how the world sees Juanita Bynum, not just as a preacher and author, but as a person who faced challenges many could never imagine. By the end of this video, you will understand the full scope of her struggle, the reactions it sparked, and why this revelation matters not only to her fans, but to anyone who has ever faced a hidden personal battle. For years, Juanita Bynum presented a confident and unwavering persona to the world. She inspired millions with her sermons, books, and public appearances, often speaking about faith, resilience, and triumph. But behind the scenes, she was facing a battle that few knew about. Sources close to her reveal that this struggle was deeply personal, involving emotional and spiritual challenges that weighed heavily on her daily life. According to insiders, the first signs of difficulty appeared quietly. Close friends noticed changes in her demeanor during private conversations and meetings. There were moments of hesitation, pauses in her usually confident speech, and subtle signs of fatigue. These hints were never meant for public eyes, yet they painted a picture of a woman confronting more than what was visible on stage or through social media. The emotional impact of this hidden struggle cannot be overstated. Juanita has often spoken about the importance of faith and inner strength, but those closest to her indicate that even the strongest individuals can face moments of vulnerability. Her private battle was a reminder that public success does not always reflect personal peace. The juxtaposition of her public image with her private reality created a tension that she carefully managed for years, keeping her inner pain out of the spotlight while continuing to inspire others. What makes this revelation particularly shocking is the intensity and duration of the struggle. For many years, she carried this burden alone, facing challenges that affected her mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being. Close sources suggest that this hidden battle involved navigating deeply personal decisions, complex family dynamics, and pressures from both her public role and private life. Each of these factors added layers of difficulty, making her journey far more complicated than most could comprehend. And here's where it gets even more compelling. Insiders hint that some aspects of this struggle are still not fully known to the public. There are elements that may surface in the coming months, details that could provide deeper context and reveal why Juanita chose to keep her challenges private for so long. This anticipation keeps fans engaged, wondering what will be shared next, and why the timing of this revelation feels so significant. In the next section, we will explore the events that eventually led Juanita Bynum to open up about her secret struggle. From pivotal moments of reflection to emotional breakthroughs, these events reveal how and why the truth finally came to light. Stay tuned, because what happens next is both inspiring and heartbreaking. For years, Juanita Bynum carried her private battles silently, carefully balancing her public persona with her personal challenges. But every struggle has a breaking point, and insiders reveal that certain events finally pushed her to share the truth. These moments were deeply emotional and transformative, marking a significant turning point in her life and career. It began with a series of private reflections. Close friends and family members report that Juanita spent weeks in quiet contemplation, revisiting painful memories and questioning how much longer she could maintain the facade of strength. These private moments were filled with both doubt and courage, as she wrestled with the fear of public judgment versus the need to be honest about her experiences. The situation intensified when personal circumstances intersected with her public life. Opportunities, responsibilities, and obligations created additional pressure. She realized that continuing to hide her struggle was not only exhausting, but also unsustainable. There were subtle signs during her appearances and speeches that hinted at the weight she was carrying. Small pauses, emotional moments, and candid reflections that hinted at deeper truths beneath the surface. Insiders reveal that a critical conversation with a trusted confidant was the catalyst. During this private dialogue, Juanita was encouraged to confront her struggles openly, not as a display of weakness, but as an act of authenticity and empowerment. It was suggested that by sharing her journey, she could not only find personal relief, but also help countless others facing similar challenges. This encouragement became the turning point that ultimately led to her public disclosure. The first public signs appeared in her social media posts and interviews, where her tone shifted from purely inspirational to deeply reflective. She began alluding to her struggles without revealing the full extent, creating a sense of anticipation among fans. Many noticed the change, speculating about what might be going on behind the scenes. This period of partial disclosure laid the groundwork for the full revelation, gradually preparing her audience for the truth. And here's the shocking part that few anticipated. The decision to share her struggle publicly was not made lightly. It involved careful consideration of timing, messaging, and potential impact. Juanita wanted to ensure that her story would be received as intended, not as sensational gossip, but as a message of resilience, honesty, and hope. She understood the risks of public scrutiny, but also recognized the potential for healing, both for herself and for others who may be going through similar hardships. This turning point also triggered reactions behind the scenes. Close allies and fellow public figures offered support and guidance, emphasizing the importance of controlling the narrative and maintaining emotional well-being. The combination of personal courage and external support ultimately made it possible for Juanita to step forward and reveal her secret battle to the world. In the next section, we will explore the deeply emotional statements and confessions that Juanita Bynum made during this revelation. These moments show a side of her that few have ever seen: vulnerable, authentic, and profoundly human. Stay tuned, because what she shared will leave you both shocked and inspired. When Juanita Bynum finally opened up about her secret struggle, the world got a glimpse of a side of her that few had ever seen. Known for her inspiring messages and powerful presence, she revealed a level of vulnerability that stunned fans, colleagues, and even longtime followers. These confessions were not just about challenges, but about the emotional and spiritual battles that shaped her journey. In a series of interviews and social media posts, Juanita shared how she had faced years of emotional turmoil in silence. She spoke candidly about the pressures of maintaining a public persona while privately navigating deeply personal struggles. Friends and insiders noted that these revelations were long overdue. She had been carrying a heavy burden, balancing faith, career, and personal hardships without asking for sympathy or attention. One particularly moving confession involved the isolation she felt during her darkest moments. Despite being surrounded by fans, friends, and colleagues, Juanita admitted to experiencing periods of loneliness and doubt. She described nights of reflection where she questioned her path, her purpose, and even her ability to continue inspiring others. This honesty resonated with countless viewers, many of whom had faced similar feelings in their own lives, but rarely saw such openness from public figures. Juanita also addressed the impact of external pressures on her mental and emotional well-being. As a prominent voice in faith and inspirational communities, she felt the weight of expectation from those who looked up to her. She revealed that trying to meet those expectations while dealing with her private struggles often led to a sense of conflict and emotional strain. By finally sharing her story, she aimed to break the stigma around personal vulnerability, especially for those in leadership or public roles. But here's the part that shocked many fans. Juanita hinted at moments when the struggle nearly overwhelmed her. She recounted times when the combination of personal doubts, family responsibilities, and public scrutiny felt unbearable. Yet, even in those moments, she found strength through her faith, introspection, and the quiet support of a few trusted confidants. Her confessions underscored a powerful message that resilience does not mean the absence of struggle, but the courage to keep moving forward despite it. Insiders also confirmed that these confessions were carefully thought out. Juanita wanted her story to be authentic but also instructive, offering insight into the realities of human vulnerability. Her approach was to inspire and educate, not to sensationalize. Every word she shared was a reminder that behind every confident public figure lies a complex human being with challenges that are often invisible to the outside world. The response to these confessions has been overwhelming. Fans flooded her social media with messages of support, prayers, and gratitude, many admitting that hearing her story gave them hope and encouragement in their own lives. This reaction demonstrated that her honesty not only strengthened her connection with her audience, but also opened a dialogue about mental health, resilience, and the importance of confronting personal battles openly. In the next section, we will dive into how the public, media, and celebrity peers reacted to Juanita Bynum's revelation. The reactions were immediate, intense, and at times controversial. Stay tuned, because the variety of responses sheds light on how powerful this disclosure really was and why it became such a trending topic. Once Juanita Bynum's secret struggle was made public, the reactions were immediate, widespread, and deeply varied. Fans, media outlets, and fellow public figures all weighed in, creating a conversation that quickly went viral. Social media platforms became flooded with messages of support, speculation, and intense curiosity about the details behind her revelation. Fans responded first, expressing shock and empathy. Many shared personal stories, relating their own struggles to Juanita's experiences. On Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, thousands of posts highlighted how her openness inspired courage and reflection. Followers praised her bravery, emphasizing that admitting vulnerability does not diminish strength, it enhances it. The emotional resonance of her story created a wave of solidarity, showing just how deeply her audience connected with her journey. Celebrity peers and colleagues also responded. Several well-known figures in the inspirational, faith-based, and entertainment communities publicly expressed admiration for Juanita's courage. They emphasized that sharing private struggles takes immense bravery, particularly for someone in her position, and praised her for breaking down stigmas surrounding emotional and mental challenges. Some highlighted the broader message. Her revelation was not just personal, but a teaching moment for millions who look up to her as a role model. Media coverage followed quickly. Outlets ranging from entertainment news to faith-based publications reported on her disclosure, analyzing both her statements and the potential implications. Headlines ranged from sympathetic to sensational, with some focusing on the emotional intensity of her confession, while others speculated about hidden aspects of her struggle. This mixture of coverage demonstrated how a personal story, when shared publicly, can spark multifaceted reactions and discussions across different audiences. What makes the reactions even more fascinating is the divide between interpretation and intention. While Juanita's message was meant to inspire and educate, some reports focused heavily on speculation or dramatic framing. This created tension between her authentic narrative and the public's curiosity, emphasizing the delicate balance that comes with revealing deeply personal experiences in the age of social media. Experts note that such reactions are common when celebrities disclose personal hardships, especially when the story touches on sensitive issues that resonate with large audiences. The conversation also sparked debates and discussions about mental health, resilience, and faith. Many viewers engaged in online dialogues, exploring how societal expectations and public roles can intensify personal struggles. Juanita's revelation became more than a celebrity news item. It transformed into a platform for reflection, conversation, and awareness. It highlighted how one individual's honesty can ripple outward, influencing discussions that reach far beyond the original story. And here's the part that added even more intrigue. Insiders suggest that not all aspects of her struggle have been revealed yet. There are hints that further details may emerge in upcoming interviews, speeches, or writings, keeping fans, media, and colleagues anticipating the next chapter. This ongoing suspense has maintained interest and engagement, turning her revelation into a trending topic that continues to dominate conversations online. Juanita Bynum's revelation has far-reaching implications, not only for her career and public image, but also for the broader conversation around personal struggles and vulnerability. As a prominent figure in faith-based communities and inspirational media, her openness challenges the expectation that public figures must always appear unshakable. By sharing her journey, she has humanized her public persona, showing that even those who inspire millions face complex emotional battles. One immediate implication is how her followers perceive her. Many fans report feeling a deeper connection and admiration for Juanita, seeing her not just as a preacher or author, but as a real person navigating life's challenges. This authentic vulnerability strengthens trust and loyalty, encouraging audiences to engage with her messages more meaningfully. In a world of curated public images, her honesty offers a rare glimpse of truth that resonates profoundly. From a career standpoint, this revelation could influence upcoming projects, speaking engagements, and publications. By addressing her personal struggle publicly, Juanita opens the door to new content that reflects her journey, whether through motivational talks, books, or interviews. Fans are likely to follow her more closely, eager to see how she continues to navigate challenges while maintaining her faith and public influence. At the same time, the revelation may require careful management of media coverage to ensure that her story is understood in the context she intends, rather than being sensationalized. The disclosure also sparks broader cultural and social conversations. Mental health, emotional well-being, and vulnerability, especially among public figures, are increasingly recognized as critical topics. Juanita's courage in speaking openly contributes to these discussions, encouraging others to confront their own struggles and seek support without shame. Her story has become an example of resilience and authenticity, demonstrating that acknowledging pain is a necessary step toward healing and growth. Insiders suggest that there may be more details yet to come, adding a layer of suspense and anticipation. Future interviews, speeches, or writings may further illuminate the depth of her experience, offering lessons not just for her followers, but for anyone who has faced hidden battles in silence. The fact that this story is ongoing ensures that her narrative will continue to capture attention and spark dialogue, both within faith-based communities and beyond. Conclusion: why Juanita Bynum's story matters. In conclusion, Juanita Bynum's secret struggle, now revealed, is far more than a celebrity headline. It is a story of courage, vulnerability, and resilience that resonates with people from all walks of life. We have explored her hidden battle, the pivotal turning points that led to her revelation, her emotional confessions, the public and media reactions, and the implications for her career and influence. The key takeaway is clear: vulnerability is not a weakness. Juanita's story reminds us that even those who inspire and lead face hardships, and that acknowledging our struggles is a powerful act of authenticity. Her revelation has sparked meaningful conversations about mental health, faith, and resilience, encouraging fans and followers to confront their own challenges with honesty and courage. If you found this breakdown insightful, make sure to like this video, share it with friends, and leave your thoughts in the comments. How did Juanita Bynum's revelation impact you? Do you feel inspired by her courage to speak openly about her struggles? Don't forget to subscribe for more updates on trending, controversial, and inspirational stories from the lives of public figures.